Good morning. I want to share some stuff that I picked up from my friend Bob Goff. Yeah, he's my friend. We've chatted on the phone once. He puts his phone number in the back of books, and if you ever want to call him, he'll pick up. He picked up. He was in Africa. It was the middle of the night. Picked up. Cost him a lot of money, but it was helpful to me. I hope it was okay for him. Anyway, in his book Catching Whimsy, he writes, he says, comparison is a punk. It says in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, when they measure themselves by one another and compare themselves with one another, they are without understanding. What that verse means is that we're not supposed to compare ourselves to other people. We were created by God. God created us unique. We're all human beings. We all have equal value, but He created us thus, and we shouldn't be trying to compare ourselves to other people. Bob says that when he was in 4th grade, he said he was covered with freckles and he had braces. I don't know why I didn't get braces. I probably should have. I went to go see this guy, and you'd think he would want the money, but I didn't get them. Anyway, but poor Bob said that he included the headgear that strapped around his skull. And he said that while all the other kids were getting go-karts and Stingray bikes, and I can remember both of those things because we're basically the same age. Excuse me. My dad got me a rock tumbler. I had one of those too, but yeah, I can see where that's maybe not quite as cool as a go-kart or a Stingray. And I think he wanted to play electric guitar, but instead he played a clarinet. I wanted to play a trumpet, but they handed me a flute, and that didn't work out really well for either of us. The band didn't get another flutist, and I played for 4 or 5 weeks. That was it. But then his next birthday came around, and the trajectory of his life started to change. He got a skateboard. I never did have a skateboard. I certainly couldn't do it now, that's for sure. Anyway, he said that very afternoon he gets his skateboard, and the trajectory of his life is going to change. And he's skateboarding with his buddy Jackie, and in the driveway, and the metal wheels on the skateboard spun out. He landed face first in the cement. It's hard not to laugh. It's like a scene from a movie, but he had the headgear on, and so pushed it so far back on his molars, it was stuck. And so his buddy had his foot on Bob's chest, and he was trying to pull it out. And right then, there was a group of neighborhood girls that he was hoping to make an impression on, and I'm sure he did make an impression on them, and they were walking by right then. And he says, like, as bad as that sounds, like, he was totally content. He was really okay. But when he got to high school, he started to notice other things, that people had other things that he wanted. I don't know, maybe a car, maybe a girlfriend, whatever it might be. And then he started to compare himself to other people, and insecurity started to come in. And he realized, I don't have this and I don't have that. The Bible tells us, don't compare yourself to other people. Can you accept yourself the way that God's created you? And so often, one of the things that we don't like about ourselves, somebody else would die for. I'm 6'4", and I don't like it when I travel. In general, I don't think too much about it. But there's other people that would love my height. One of the things that I keep an eye out in a grocery store is sometimes shorter people will just look at me, and I'll know they want something off the top shelf. I'm getting to the age where I'm going to start asking some people that are shorter to get stuff off the bottom shelf, because that down and that's not working as well as it used to. Can you accept yourself the way that God's created you? Not saying that you're something more special than anybody else, but God created you the way that He did, with a unique set of gifts and talents. Give your gifts and talents to God, whatever they are, and ask that He would be glorified in and through your life. Today, this week, this month, this year, your whole life. And you know what? He'll take you up on that. God bless you.